Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago Bears fans. Let's get to the news, all right. Bears Nation, buckle up because what's happening right now could be a game changer for the NFC North, and honestly, for the entire landscape of the NFC as we head toward the 2024 season. Rumors are swirling and the buzz is loud, TJ Watt, one of the most relentless pass rushers in the league, could be on the move from the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Chicago Bears are the frontrunners for his services. Yes, you heard that right. The Bears, a team that's been rebuilding and looking for that spark to push them into playoff contention, might be bringing in a player who could redefine their front seven and dramatically boost their chances to challenge for deep playoff runs, maybe even a Super Bowl. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Wait, TJ Watt? Isn't he just a Steelers legend, a cornerstone of that defense? Absolutely, Watt has been nothing short of a machine since he entered the league in 2017. Over his career, he's accumulated a staggering 120 sacks, 160 tackles for loss, and has been a consistent menace to quarterbacks. Last season alone, Watt logged 11 sacks, 18 tackles for loss, 5 forced fumbles, and a PFF grade of 92. Which is top tier for any edge rusher in the league. He's a game wrecker, a guy who can change the momentum with just a snap, and his versatility makes him one of the most dangerous defenders in the league. His career averages show an elite player who consistently pressures the quarterback, with about 2 pressures per game and 130 hurries throughout his career. Not to mention, he's a guy who's well known for his relentless effort, rarely missing a game. He missed just one in November 2025 due to a calf injury. But even then, he was double-teamed 38% of the time, showcasing how teams prioritize stopping him. So why would the Steelers even consider trading away Watt? Well, there are a few reasons. Pittsburgh is in a bit of a cap crunch, with over $15 million in cap space projected for 2026, and they're also focusing on depth in their pass rush, with guys like Highsmith already contributing 9 sacks last season. Plus, the Steelers are in a bit of a dilemma in the AFC. They're battling a tough conference with a defense that, despite Watt's brilliance, has been somewhat inconsistent. Their 2023 season has been marked by struggles on defense, and losing Watt might seem like a blow, but it could open the door for a rebuild or strategic moves to focus on other areas. Still, the impact of losing someone like Watt would be significant. It would definitely take away some of that soul from their front, pushing them into the bottom half of the league in pass rush production. And that's where the Bears could step in and make a statement. Bringing Watt into the fold would instantly solidify their pass rush, especially after the injury to Odeyingbo, whose Achilles tear ended his season early. Watt's addition would not only bring immediate pressure, but also elevate the entire defense. The Bears have been tweaking and trying to find that identity on defense, especially after a tough 4-9 start to the season. Adding Watt would be a massive boost, especially alongside other key figures like Billings, who recorded 5 sacks in 2025 with a PFF grade of 84. This tandem could turn the Bears' defense into a formidable force capable of shutting down opponents and creating chaos in the backfield. Look, if we analyze the numbers, Watt's impact is clear. His presence would reduce the opponent's rushing yards significantly, from an average of 140 yards per game in 2023 to a projected 105 yards, which is a 23% improvement in run defense. That's huge, especially considering how much teams rely on running games to set up play-action passes and control the clock. His pressure rate would also skyrocket, with projections indicating an increase of around 205 total pressures, which would lead to more tackles for loss, more sacks, and more quarterback hits. This kind of pressure can transform a defense from average to elite in a heartbeat. Just look at what the 2025 Eagles did after boosting their front with Carter's return and a higher pressure rate. The Bears with Watt could follow a similar path, turning their defense into a nightmare for opposing offenses. Now, considering the upcoming schedule and the division rivals, the addition of Watt wouldn't just be about boosting stats, it's about changing the perception. The Bears' defense, which has been somewhat inconsistent, could become a top 10 unit with Watt leading the charge. His ability to create chaos up front would complement the secondary, especially with the current injuries to our cornerbacks, who are battling shoulder and knee issues. More QB hits, more sacks, more disruption. Those are the ingredients for a playoff-caliber defense. And in a division where teams like the Lions and Vikings are not standing still, the Bears need to make bold moves to stay competitive. This potential trade also carries some interesting implications for the overall playoff picture. Watt's playoff pedigree is unquestioned. He has a reputation for shining in high-stakes games, with 10 career playoff sacks that have often turned the tide of crucial matchups. His ability to disrupt mobile quarterbacks like Jordan Love, who has been developing nicely in Green Bay, could be a game-changer. Watt's presence could help contain quarterbacks who rely on mobility and escapability, which are becoming more prevalent in today's NFL. His knack for rushing the passer from different angles and winning against double teams makes him a valuable asset in any postseason run. Now, looking at the bigger picture, this deal could set a new tone for the Bears. It's about more than just a player swap. It's a statement. The Bears aren't content with just being competitive. They want to dominate. Bringing in a star like Watt sends a message to the rest of the league that the Bears are serious about winning now, about building a defense that strikes fear into opponents. Plus, it mirrors what the Steelers did in the past with their aggressive approach to building a championship-caliber defense. If this trade goes through, it could be a turning point, elevating the Bears from a team with potential to a legitimate playoff threat, and perhaps even a Super Bowl contender in the near future. Of course, nothing is without its risks. Trading away draft picks, especially a second round in 2026 and a conditional first, means the Bears are betting on Watt's ability to produce immediately and sustain that level of dominance. But given his track record and current performance, it's a gamble worth taking. The Bears' front office is clearly looking to accelerate their rebuild, and adding Watt would do just that. They would also gain some cap flexibility, freeing up around $28 million to invest in other areas like the offensive line or secondary, which are still needs for this team to reach the next level. All in all, this potential move encapsulates everything the Bears have been aiming for: boldness, strategic thinking, and a clear desire to contend. Watt's arrival would not only boost the team's talent level, but also energize the fan base, giving us even more reasons to believe that the best is yet to come. Imagine a front seven with Watt rushing from one side, Billings anchoring the middle, and a revamped secondary that's hungry to make plays. That's the kind of team that can shake up the NFC and make a run deep into January. And with the NFC landscape as open as it is, a move like this could be the catalyst for something special in Chicago. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So Bears fans, what do you think about this potential blockbuster? Is Watt the missing piece that elevates this team into serious Super Bowl contention? Or do you think the price is too high? Either way, it's exciting to imagine the possibilities. The front office has shown they're willing to make bold moves, and this could be the move that defines the 2024 season. We've seen what Watt can do on the field: relentless, disruptive, a true game winner. Bringing him to Chicago would be a statement that the Bears mean business and aren't afraid to make the big splash. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Chicago Bears. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. Let's keep this passion alive and continue supporting our team through thick and thin. The future is bright, and with moves like this, it might just be closer than we think. Thanks for riding along, and as always, bear down.